was a time when you could have fitted a TUV annual conference into a hotel broom cupboard. Indeed, only 2 years ago, in 2023, I joked about it, putting this cartoon I made online. Well, Jim Allister's had the last laugh. For this year, he attended his conference as a conquering hero.
It was the box office moment in last year's election. Snatching the North Antrim seat off the DUP made Jim Allister a hero in the TUV story.
The moment you've been waiting for, the undisputed heavyweight champion of North Antrim, Jim Allister.
Yes, Jim's back. And as always, his riveting rhetoric to the audience had them in bewilderment, wonderment, and paralysed. But there is even representation of the TUV Youth Party in the shape of one. We Jonathan Jackson, who happens to be a student at Trinity College in Dublin, though I do not think he would have shared that with the assembled congregation of TUV members, for if he had, there is a very distinct chance they would have lit the wicker man outside the building and thrown him in it. But Jonathan was proud of his orangism and the like. He's very proud of it. This is what he had to say.
I think unionism and young people, we don't have to be scared of our culture. I think for me, why I am proud of orangism and the like, is I think that there is something positive there. It's not about being bigoted.
Wait for it. I feel it in the air. I think I know what's coming next. I think I know. There's going to be some comment like, some of my best friends.
Like my closest friends in Dublin are called Oisín and Gerard. I'm sure if they see this, they'll have a laugh. But
I knew it. Some of my closest friends in Dublin are called Oisín and Gerard. You're right there, Jonathan. You bet them laughing. You're going to be right. They see this. They're going to be laughing, all right, Jonathan. They're going to be laughing as they piss in your coffee when you aren't looking, Jonathan. That's where the laughter's going to be. Jonathan was querying why unionism seems to be in the slide.
Because as you say, the polls for a lot of nationalism, it seems to be on the up. But what can unionism do to counteract this? And again,
what can be done? I can help you with this one, Jonathan. I can help you, son. I can help you with this one. What can be done? You can play your part, Jonathan. You can play your part. You need to stop talking and start shagging, Jonathan. That's what you need to start doing. You need to get a bit. Yeah, definitely. There's too many peepies, too few pros. What are you going to do here, Jonathan? Talking's not going to do the business, son. You're going to have to get active. You know what I mean? And I believe deep down, this is the crux of the matter regarding Jonathan. I was once the same as Jonathan. No, not a unionist loyalist. Ginger! Yes, beneath this grey beard behides a ginger. Most of my life I was ginger, and I know the difficulties gingers have in getting, I know what it's like. Well, to be this collagen depleted, unable to go into the sunshine, we live our lives like vampires, Draculas. We only come out at night. And it's very hard for collagen depleted gingers to meet the opposite sex. And I think this is Jonathan's hope. I think by doing this, going to the TUV, Jonathan had this plan. You see, I think he had a plan that some female loyalist woman, right, with her sash would see Jonathan, a young woman would see Jonathan be overcome with passion for such a man with such rhetoric, and she would tear her sash off and ravish him. It's very unlikely. No, it's sad, but it's very, very unlikely. But as Jonathan is studying in Dublin, right, in the dreaded Republic, I am putting out this mercy call to any papish females in and around the Dublin area who see Jonathan and feel a modicum of compassion for a wee ginger unionist, desperate for a bit of Fenian loving. Have mercy on Jonathan, for even us gingers deserve to be loved. Reach out and gather him up in your Fenian arms and have at him, ladies. I'm telling you, have at him. And when you do so, remember you do this not just for Jonathan. You do it for all of us up here, up north. Because we're looking at Jonathan and we're terrified. We're terrified that the old, angry, sexually repressed Jim Allister is about to morph into the young, angry, sexually frustrated Jonathan Jackson. So in the name of God, in the name of everything, show mercy. Show some mercy. And show that child some good old style Fenian loving.
You'll do nothing. You hear me? You'll do nothing.